Welcome to the second episode of Bear Sports News. I'm Chris Rickenbaugh, and we're going to be recapping LR athletics from this past week. We're going to be starting off with football, cross country, heading into golf and volleyball, finishing off with men's and women's soccer. Stay tuned. AB and Cayman will be up right after this.
Money, power, respect, or you left with that. You bet your life on it, the truth you will never get. It's a cold world that's written by the Iceman. Think twice, man, before you go and cop some ice, man. They say you can't blame nobody for their ignorance. Mentality is foreign, and I ain't talking immigrants. I'm getting different paper now, and it's called knowledge. Had to acknowledge that brilliance always don't come from college. It depends on the degrees and on the different angles, especially if you're darker.
Hey y'all, welcome back for episode 2 of Bear Sports News. My name is Cayman Maddox, and this is Anthony Brown. And why don't you go ahead and let us know what happened down between the bricks?
Yes. So last week, your Bears won 28-11 at Virginia Union, moving them up to number 8 in the nation. This week, they hosted a contest between the bricks, opened up South Atlantic Conference play against the Newberry Wolves. Your Bears doubled up the Wolves 34-17 as they moved to 3-0 on the season. Grayson Willingham led the way, going 15 for 20 for 176 yards and a touchdown offensively. Sherrod Williams and Dan Luba were the stars on the defensive side. Williams having 6 tackles and a forced fumble, and Luba getting a sack and a half and a blocked field goal. LR travels to Mars Hill next weekend as they look to move to 4-0 on the season. But the football team wasn't the only one that had a busy Saturday. Let's go get running with the cross-country teams.
Yes, it's early that morning. Your men's and women's cross-country teams went down to the Bulldog Stampede, where the men took 5th place and the women took 2nd out of 20 teams that were there to compete. But they weren't the only ones to kind of get celebrated that day, as the women's track and field team, with some of them running cross-country, were celebrated a little bit at halftime for the football game.
Yes, and I think we have Chris standing by with a member of the cross-country team, so let's kick it over to him.
Thanks, AB. We're standing here with Addie Bierkness from the cross-country team. And Addie, being a spokesperson for the track team, how did it feel to get your rings on Saturday?
It was really, really exciting for all of us to all come together and get to celebrate our awards and get to celebrate our achievements as a team, and then get to stand out in front of everyone, and it was just really exciting.
That's awesome. Now, conferences in a couple weeks. How's the team looking, and what can we expect?
The cross-country team is shaping up to be really good. I think at conference we'll definitely be one of the top teams. There's some hard teams out there, but so far we ran the course at Wingate and we did really well there, so hope to do well again there in about a month.
Thanks, Addie, for stopping by. Now back to you guys.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Addie. Nice interview. But let's keep the show rolling as we talk about the volleyball team as they were on the road this week.
Your Bears played 2 games on the road last week. Friday, September 20th, they played UVA Wise and won 3-1, led by Taylor Prowl and sophomore Elena Thomas, as they combined for 23 kills to get Coach Markland his 300th career victory. The following day was one to forget, however, because the Bears lost 3-0 after a long first set of 27-29. They kind of fumbled a little bit in the second, 11-25, and then just barely fell short, 18-25 in the third set. Come on, cheer on your Bears September 24th as they try to get back on track while they play Mars Hill and shoot for gym. And now, taking things from the gym out to the fairway, why don't you let us know what happened with the golf teams?
So the women's golf team had 2 tournaments last weekend. One, the SAC preview on September 16th, where they finished tied for first, and the battle at Old South in South Carolina last Saturday, September 21st, where they finished 4th. This marked the first time on the season that they had back-to-back top 5 finishes. Okay, enough of the golf. Let's take it from the fairway and kick it on out to the pitch.
Yes, as your men's soccer team played 2 conference games this week and captured a 3-1 win against Mars Hill Tuesday night. After trailing 1-0 at the half, the Bears scored 3 quick second-half goals to beat the Lions. Victor Cascon's goal in the 71st minute capped off the night. On Saturday, the Bears took on Tusculum, where Jamie DeManuel's lone goal was able to take the Bears into double overtime against the Pioneers, ultimately ending in a tie. This marks the end of their 6-game homestand, as next up they got Young Harris on the first road match of the season, Wednesday, the 25th. And now we're going to take things from men's to women's.
Yes, and the history books just keep getting torn apart by this women's team as they started the week with win number 5, on a tightly contested 1-0 game over Mars Hill. Aksa Mushtak scored the lone goal of the game, which was a beauty. But the Bears kept the energy rolling as Saturday, the ladies made program history with a 4-0 win over Tusculum, marking the first time ever that LR has opened the season 6-0. Nev Dustin, Abby McGarrell, Maddie Kyle, and Aksa Mushtak all scored goals to help put the game away. The Bears look to make it 7-0 on Wednesday, the 25th, as they host North Georgia in the final game of their homestand. Okay, but before we get out of here, Cayman, you know what time it is. Shout out to whoever you want to call out.
Man, shout out to my man, Grayson Willingham, G-Money, for an amazing game this past weekend and becoming third all-time on the career touchdown passing list. Shout out to you, man.
And I want to give a shout out to East Burke High Schools and my very own coach, Odell Williams. Your classrooms, thank you for watching our show. We appreciate it. Hope you enjoy all of them. That'll do for us here. We'll have more next week. Peace.